Next Legacy.
My name is Tha Realest. You are officially tuned in to Danaya Azure Radio. Only here. Appreciate y'all. Peace and love.
Good afternoon, Shine. Welcome to Danaya Azure Radio. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I am good. I'm so glad to have you here. So proud of everything that you've been doing. Go ahead and tell everybody who you are and how you got into music.
My name is Tha Realest, one of the bad kids. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, is how I got this name, but I spent my entire life in Rochester, New York, where I got my fame. That rhymed. That was cool. I might just make that my tagline. I got into music off of, like, my motherless upbringing. And my stepbrother, god brother, he told me that I should try rapping because he wanted to rap. And I started rapping for the first time, telling the story of how my mom, I never knew her and how she wasn't in my life. And that kind of became like an ongoing thing. I was the bully kid. I was picked on. I was bullied. But rap kind of made kids stop looking at me as less than. Like, it was like, oh my God, yo, you should spit that rap that you spit before. I was like, all right. They like me. They actually like me for something. And I kept doing it. And I got better at it. And it became a passion. It came from a reputation builder to a passion.
I love it, because I would say that music is healing, and music is definitely what helped me to survive school, because I did choir and theater and all that, as a child. And so if I wouldn't have done that, I don't think I would have made it through grammar school or high school, because I wasn't so into the academics. So
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So what was the first rap song that you ever wrote, and what was it about?
You said the first song or the best song?
The first song.
First song. Okay. I was about to be like, that was going to be a hard choice. First song was called Life of a Teenager. I wrote it when I was 14 years old. And so I didn't know who my mother was. I was born in Chicago, but my dad brought me to Rochester when I was a little over 1 year old, because he didn't want to raise me in Chicago by himself with just my godfathers. And he needed help. So he came to his mother in Rochester, New York. And I never knew what my mom looked like, never knew anything but her name. And so I was hurt when I was in, like, from the third grade on. I was hurt by, like, being bullied, of course, and knowing that if I was to say that I didn't know my mother, that would be something else that I was bullied about. So I said my mom was dead, because in all actuality, she was kind of like dead to me. I got tired of her. She was going to come and see me, and she didn't. So one time I got suspended from school off of a lie that my the classmates had said about me. And I got in trouble at home, even though I was telling the truth. And I was like, damn, I wish I had a mom to, like, talk to about this. Like, I wish I had a mom to, like, hug me, to, like, be there. And from that day on, I said she was dead. And now that song I wrote, like, 65 years later, was literally just a self-confession that my mom was alive. And I started going to church on my own. So when I went to church, they were like, baby, you want to do praise and worship? I'm like, okay, because I was singing before I was rapping. And I was like, hey, I actually have a song, Mama, which was my church mom, Pastor Shirley Heidi. And she was like, all right, do it now. I ain't got no cussing in it. I'm like, no, I don't got no cursing, Grandma. So I did the song, and they just showed me so much love with it in my story. And I got a lot of confidence from the churches. And I started doing it in schools. And that's how the reputation builder and all of that became part of my story.
I love it. And Tha Realest is my guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. So who would you say was your main? Give me your main musical influences growing up.
Oh, growing up, at first, it was Lil Wayne. Bars, and just punchlines, and T.I., and this is like back when I was like 13. Neo, when I started singing, Neo, Chris Brown, and Day 26. I don't know if anybody really remembers them. Day 26 was Making the Band 4 by Diddy, and I used to sing their songs before. This was before rap. I used to sing their songs a lot. I thought I was going to be like an R&B singer. Shout out to Q, Quano Mosley, who's actually from Rochester, New York, who's in Day 26. They're actually on the Millennium Tour right now. Shout out to them. But yeah, when it came to rap, I started leaning more towards the Lil Wayne's, Drake's, and then I discovered J. Cole, and it shifted everything for me. It became less about impressing people and became more about telling my story and just like being honest in my rap. Not to say that everybody's not honest, but just talking about what I know. And that's who I really, really give who I've become today. I give that to like the Coles, the Kendricks, the Chance the Rappers. Those are the reasons why I'm here.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. So you have been doing music for a minute. So talk about your journey when it comes to social media and how you became an influencer.
So I'll never forget, I had a conversation with somebody back in 2017 who told me, like, yo, you look so serious. With all of my photos, I didn't really smile in. I just, like, did this model face, serious face that I just always did. And so I started realizing people started treating me different. Not in a bad way, but it was just treating me, like, so serious. And I'm like, I'm really stupid. Like, I'm really goofy. Like, I just like to make people laugh. I've always been an entertainer. I've always been a jokester and just one to, like, fill a room with positive energy. But I realized that wasn't translating with my social media. I didn't like the labor of Vine. I wasn't talented enough on Vine, so I didn't do that whole Vine era. But, like, only close friends will really see how goofy I was. Then this guy, Chaz Bruce, who is from Rochester, he was actually the person who made the first beat he made the beat to Life of a Teenager. So he's the reason why, like, I started rapping. He made the first beat to it. I always give him that. But he was like a producer, a mentor, a improv comedian, like just all around just creative guy. And he told me about TikTok back in 2017. He was like, yo, this is about to blow. I'm telling you, hop on this now. I'm telling you. I'm like, yeah, I'm lazy. And for sure enough, he blew up and became like a viral TikTok influencer. So he started doing these things, these different videos, and we would like hop in videos before too. I was on his Ride With Us viral show that he did, which basically he was like in a car interviewing random like celebrities and artists from the city. And it was cool. And then with the TikTok thing, he started an influencer pool party, and he brought me along, and that got picked up by BET for the BET Hip Hop Awards. And so we did a road to the BET Hip Hop Awards where we had influencer pool parties in Rochester, down to Houston, down to Miami, then to Atlanta for the weekend of the BET Hip Hop Awards. And we just created dope, funny, like, cool content, and just showed everybody how pool parties could be fun. And I was able to just be myself, you know what I mean? Just be my goofy, funny, just entertaining self. And it was cool. It was really cool. So I've been like really tapping more into like putting a lot of my personality in my reels and my TikToks. And just really, really honing into my funny side as well as my serious side. and just be as multifaceted as I can be, multidimensional.
I love it. And Tha Realest is my guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. So tell everyone how Clubhouse changed your life.
Clubhouse, wow. So back in the panoramic, when we were all bound to our phones, a friend of mine, Prince O from the city, another artist, he's like, bro, you heard this TikTok, this Clubhouse thing? I'm like, yeah. No. I was like, no, well, I'm lying. Like, no, I never heard of it. He was like, yo, bro, you got to get up on this. So this was back when Clubhouse had invite only, and it was only iPhone. He invited me, and he was like, yo, there's different rooms and panels and discussions where people just, a lot of celebrities just being here. I'm like, word? So I hopped in, and I started, like, hopping into a lot of the A&R and exec rooms, fiending. I had 2 phones, so I'd be in 2 different rooms on 2 phones, fiending. I remember I was up for 3 days straight. It was ridiculous. So one night, there was an A&R exec room that was hosted by Malik Youssef. It had Queen Angel, celebrity manager, and King Los, one of my all-time favorite lyricists of all time. Royce the 5'9" was in there. RL was in there. Oh my God, Raheem DeVaughn, one of my idols, R&B. And so many different people were in there, and I was like, yo, I gotta play a song. He basically had everybody playing a song, and I hopped in there, and I actually made it to the list. So I'm in there, and I play the song called Flaws, which has always been one of my most prized possessions. My favorite song I've ever done, and it was accompanied by my best friend / cousin who passed away in January 2019. And I play first the beginning and the chorus, and the room erupted. It was like, they were like, bro, play that again, please. And, like, I hadn't heard this response on anybody else's record, so I'm shaking. Like, I'm, like, shaking with excitement, and, like, this is really happening. Like, everybody is giving me so much love. Then they asked me to play another record, and I play Message. And when I played Message, they were like, King Los was like, bro, never preface your songs ever with a disclaimer full of uncertainty. Bro, you are amazing. You are a gift. And, like, you are just as special as a J. Cole, as a Kendrick Lamar. And, like, I was stuck, you know. And then Malik poured into me. He was like, bro, you need to activate your inner star. You are a star. And if I can see it and you can't see it, that's a problem. You know, and he was like, bro, I'm going to tap in with you. Just send me your info pack, and I'm going to tap in with you. And then, like, he went, if anybody knows Malik, y'all know Malik when he gets into, like, I call it the sermon mode, where he's, like, really, really laying into you with some knowledge that you needed, your spirit needed. And, like, it changed the whole structure of the room to influence and inspiring everybody in the room to activate their inner star. Started talking about, like, his upbringing and how he grew up with honestly a similar upbringing as me. You know, it was chilling how similar we were and how we weren't confident, both being big kids and you know, all of that. And the rest is history. You know, Malik definitely became a big brother to me. Took me in as one of the bad kids and helped me hone talents that I didn't even know I really had as far as songwriting and actually stepping into the songwriting lane. And all from Clubhouse. My relationship with Raheem DeVaughn grew. All from Clubhouse. King Los acknowledgement. All from Clubhouse. It's crazy.
That's what's up. And Tha Realest is my guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. So you recently got to go into the studio with Malik for a few days. So tell everybody about that experience and how that came to be.
Man, that was amazing. Like, I was nervous for a while because I was like, how do I songwrite? You know what I mean? Like, I know how to write my own songs, but I looked at songwriting as such a different thing. Like, it's really stepping out of myself. And I was nervous. I was like, yo, Malik bring me out here to be with him. Can I keep up? Can I do it? Is it possible? I'm like, I'm gonna go. And 4 days in the studio. I feel like I held my own. But I learned so much about the process. I learned so much about Malik's process. I got to see his genius in action, and like hearing a lot of familiarities of what I've grown up listening to that like was birthed from Malik. And it was crazy, like just seeing like, oh, you're who is like this is you. Wow. And it's like firsthand being like trained by like a master Jedi. It's like it was crazy.
That's super dope. And Tha Realest is my guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. So you recently got to open up for Joyner Lucas. How did that happen, and what was that experience like?
Shout out to Joyner, shout out to Drew, shout out to the Tully app, which is what made this all possible. So the Tully app is a distribution app, not even just distribution, but a production and distribution app, co-created by Joyner. He actually named the app after, I think, his old science teacher, Robert Tully, who told him that he was never going to be nothing in life. so he created the app after, when he was at not even the top of his success, but on his rise to his success where he is now, and named it after him, just like as a big middle finger of like, I told you, and but it's an app where artists like myself can get in there and write, record, and distribute records straight from the app. The interface is crazy. You can store your masters in this app. You can add split sheets to this app, configure your metadata, have all your contracts for each song. And another special feature is direct things called drops from Joyner and the team themselves, where they connect you with the opportunity to do something big. For example, like somebody was able to, if you do a verse for a Royce the 5'9" track, or a verse for Bobby Smurda, do your best verse of Bobby Smurda, you can win cash, or you could win a feature with Royce, or you could win a feature with Joyner Lucas. And then this one particular was a touring opportunity. So for each city of his tour, he had an opportunity for somebody to submit a record and be brought out in the tour. And I submitted for all of them because I'm extra. And I submitted a different song for each city. And they for sure hit me up for San Diego. And asked me, was I sure? And I was like, absolutely. Booked my plane ticket that night and went out to San Diego, California, where I didn't open up for Joyner. A lot of people get it misconstrued. I didn't open up for Joyner. Joyner started his concert, stopped his concert, brought me out in the middle of his concert, sat in a rocking chair on stage, watched me with the audience as I did who I am in front of his massive audience. And they loved me, and the most amazing thing wasn't just the performance. It was the moment that I was able to share with Joyner. I suffered from mental health a lot, depression, anxiety. And in 2016, I almost gave up on my life. And in the middle, after I got done performing, I said, Joyner, before I leave, bro, you saved my life. I wanted to give up in 2015, and it was your song, which was a song called I'm Sorry, which if y'all don't know it, watch that video, trigger warning, it is very, very vividly honest and realistic. But I was getting ready to commit suicide, and I watched that video, and at the end of the video, it had the number to the hotline. I cried while watching the video, and at the end, I called the hotline, and that's how I got my first therapist, and it saved my life. And I had to say that. I had to, because if I never get a chance to talk to Joyner again, I had to let him know that this amazing opportunity that just happened wouldn't have been here if I never saw his song before that made me stay. And the best thing about this is, he embraced me after that, but he later on performed that song. He brought me back on stage to share that moment with him in front of all of his audience. Brought me out, wrapped his arm around me, and performed "I'm Sorry" with me. Like, that was full circle in the highest power, and that was an experience that I can't explain.
I love it. And so I think this is like I said on Danaya Azure Radio. When it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
Oh, what do I want my legacy to be? I want to be proof that it's possible if you just be you. I grew up wanting to change who I was. I grew up wanting to be different. I grew up hating myself as a black man, as a fat black man, as a fat, broke black man, as all of these things that really made me stand out as less than to my classmates. I wanted to be different. I wanted to be them. And I've always seen more success in just being myself, not impressing anybody, just being myself. I want to show every man that it's possible to be vulnerable and not be weak. It's not weakness. It's true strength, being vulnerable. It's true strength, tapping into your most sensitive side. And just learning how to articulate your emotions is the most important thing. Like, I want to be able to just be known for someone that just wanted to help people, that just wanted to, like, inspire people, and just wanted to show that it's that you can survive, that depression won't win. Don't have to. Anxiety don't have to win. Our mental illnesses do not have to win. And you're not alone. Just normalize some of these tough conversations and just learn to love and accept everybody. Like, I have so many things that I just want to just be known to mass audiences. We just need more love. We just need more love. More honesty, more love, more truth, more vulnerability, transparency. We just need more. And if I could be known for that, yeah.
That's definitely what's up. Man, you are such an inspiration. Your music is amazing. It's such a beautiful energy. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, book you, all those fun things.
Thank you. You can actually find me everywhere at Tha Realest. It's CHI_THEREALIST. If you anywhere in New York State at all, my first big solo headlining concert is December 8th in Rochester, New York at Flower City Station. My VIP tickets is already officially halfway gone, and it's only been like 4 days. This is crazy. It's ridiculous. But I've done so much in my city. I've put my life on the line for my city, put my body on the line for my city. I've came back from sunny Los Angeles to, fight in a movement that I was really passionate in, and I've just dedicated so much of myself to what's right and what our city needs. And I've never really done my own thing. I've performed on so many other people's shows, never done my own. And this is my first time doing my own. And so to see the love that I'm getting for it, to see the people ready to pop out for it, it means a lot. So if you're in New York, if you want to come down and see, definitely tap in, come through. But if not, if you can't, just feel free to stream me, watch me, follow me everywhere at Tha Realest, CHITHEREALIST.
That's definitely what's up. Thank you so much for coming through. I truly appreciate you. I'm so proud of everything that you've done and you continue to do. Keep on thriving, for sure.
Thank you. Love you, Danaya. Thank you so much. Bad kids, we out.
Period.
Message. Hey, this what it feel like when you walking out of depression. Woke up this morning reminded by all of my blessings. Yesterday I was complaining and laying around stressing. Today I realized dying is out of the question. No pun, go for it, get first, down. What goes, up must, come back, down. I was lost but some found. Pick your head up, get your crown. This what it feel like when you walking out of depression. Looked in the closet, decided to put on my best. Had a real interesting convo with one of my exes. Told her please don't come to my line with none of that stress. I keep my spirit protected. I told anxiety and my depression to exit. I told my losses to lessons and then I just called them investments. Writers block can't affect me. I've been moving the block like it's Tetris. I'm trying to be a millennial with a garage inside the condominium flexing. Don't mind me, I'm manifesting. I remember being down bad. Had to use liquor to put me out. I moved to LA and ain't have a place. Stayed on the couch at my homie house. Used to struggle for the studio. Now I'm getting movie roles. I used to struggle for the studio. Now I'm getting movie roles. This what it feel like when you walking out of depression. Woke up this morning reminded by all of my blessings. Yesterday I was complaining and laying around stressing. Today I realized dying is out of the question. No pun, go for it, get first, down. What goes, up must, come back, down. I was lost but some found. Pick your head up, get your crown. I feel like I found my purpose. I tell my stories of pain from my past, so my past will do me a disservice. There wasn't preaching out in churches. I never reached them out through worship. I know God helped me get through it, but why should a sinner ever see the furnace? You are not worth it, you worth it. It's okay to cry cause you hurtin'. You ain't gotta hide from the surface. I'd rather hear about your day to see your body lay while they pray at your service. Your best day ain't even happened yet, so why give it after your words? Depression is only a cloud. The sky can burn when they disperse. I almost leaped in the leg. I took a step back cause I'm better off leaping in faith. I won't be defeated today. You will never have to live the day again. Tomorrow gon' be a new day. Tomorrow gon' be a new day. Tomorrow gon' be a new day. This what it feel like when you walking out of depression. Woke up this morning reminded by all of my blessings. Yesterday I was complaining and laying around stressing. Today I realized dying is out of the question. No pun, go for it, get first, down. What goes, up must, come back, down. I was lost but some found. Pick your head up, get your crown. Message. Message. Hey.
Next Legacy.